Spanish. It's
MMR, chickenpox, polio, and more. These are all vaccines the state requires for a child without an exemption to attend public school in Washington. But now that the Pfizer vaccine is approved for kids, could the COVID-19 vaccine be placed on that list as well? In an exclusive King 5 News poll, we asked, should the COVID-19 vaccine be mandated for students in public schools? A majority, 41%, strongly support, 20% somewhat support, while 27% strongly oppose, and 9% somewhat oppose.
Just looking at those raw numbers, it seems like there's a lot more support for mandating COVID-19 vaccines for students in certain school districts. But if we break those numbers down a little bit more, maybe by region or political belief, those numbers look a whole lot different.
There's a division on each side of the Cascades. In Western Washington, 66% either strongly or somewhat support vaccine mandates in public schools, while 32% oppose. It's a different story in Eastern Washington, where 54% of respondents strongly or somewhat oppose. And there's a split among political affiliation. 88% of Democrats polled strongly or somewhat support the vaccine mandate for kids in public schools. Compare that to 63% of Republicans who strongly or somewhat oppose. The Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine was just approved this week for kids, but some school districts are already finding ways to distribute doses. Lake Washington School District will host 2 vaccine clinics for students this weekend.
Explain for me why Lake Washington School District thinks it's important to provide this, have these clinics for kids.
Yeah, well, there's an educational benefit for students who are immunized. So when students are identified as a close contact, when there's a positive COVID-19 case in a school setting, there's a different response for kids who are immunized. And so students who are immunized, as long as they're not experiencing any symptoms, they get to stay in class the next day.
As for vaccine requirements for students, that's a decision made by the State Board of Health that districts then follow, leaving the final call out of the district's hands.
We respect parents' right to make that health decision for their child, and people have all sorts of feelings about it. Our role is we're just trying to be a good community partner and help make that accessible and easy for families.
For now, the COVID-19 vaccine is not a requirement for students to attend public schools in Washington. In Redmond, Kayla Lafferty, King 5 News.